Hello everyone, Jason with Innovations Technology Group here, and today what I want to do is I want to create this video to show you how I am going to set up my Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite to be used with the Samsung book cover for the device, along with setting up my portable Bluetooth keyboard and mouse or trackpad with it, along with, configuring the new bag that I got to house everything with. And then what I want to do is I want to test having my Microsoft USBC Travel Hub that will give me a Ethernet, HDMI, video, USB-A and a USB-C connection so that I can connect the Samsung Galaxy Tab to my Surface Pro 8. The idea behind this is to be able to take files and storage on the SD card. I put in a 256 gig micro SD card into the tablet, and what I want to do is I want to be able to put some of the most common applications that I use that I might use at a client site or something like that, and I want to be able to plug this in to their computer and be able to download the application direct from here, install it on their computer, such as CCleaner or something of that nature. And so that's the whole purpose of me having the tablet, so that I can just take this with me when I want to go somewhere. And I can use Dex mode as a desktop. I can use it as a tablet, just however I want to use it. So I would say let's go ahead and get this video going, because I feel like this one might be a little bit long today, but we'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. All right, well, here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to open up my Samsung book cover. This is specifically for the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Again, you can see on the back there's two viewing modes, and we're going to be able to sit the tablet up so that we can use the Bluetooth keyboard and trackpad here to pair to it. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this. And I have to say, I kind of like being the way this is opening. Just run a nail through it, and then I like that. Very simple and easy to get to. Let's see, there we go. All right, so first impressions is you can hear that it's a hard cover. And on the inside, it's very smooth feeling. It's got texture on the outside, just a slight texture there. But on the inside, it is very, very smooth. Also, one thing about this is that I'll be able to put the pencil or the S Pen right here. And that's another reason why I got this case. Also, this case should be magnetic, so I am going to now take the S6 Lite, and there it is. Just snaps right into place. It is magnetic, as you can see here. You can move it around, and other than that little scare that I just had, because it's supposed to do that right there, it's hanging on. It's got a good grip on it, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now I can set it up and sit it like this so that I can use it, and the pencil would still fit inside back here. So like that. I like that a lot. Power button's right at the top. This is specifically made for this tablet. So happy with that. So I guess the next thing that I'd like to do is move the camera down so we can see more of the screen here. And what I want to do is go ahead and sign in. That's another reason why I got this, is because I want to be able to fold it completely and still use it in portrait mode. Some of the problems that I have with other cases for like the iPad and such, and other cases I've used in general in the past, is a lot of times the case is set up to where you can only use the tablet in landscape mode and you have to rip it off of the magnet in order to use it, which again leaves it unprotected in case it drops. So I like cases such as this one that allow you to flip the whole thing over so that you can still use the case like this. And even with the feet on the back, you can now have it at a decent viewing angle if you're using it right on your desk. So it gives it a nice nice touch, I think, to this tablet. So, all right, let me sign into the tablet here. All right, set this up so you guys can see it. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and go to settings. And specifically, I want to go to my Bluetooth settings. So we're going to go here. And we're going to, now this little device, I bought this from Best Buy. I'd have to find a box. It was before I started making videos. I've had this for maybe 3 or 4 months. I have paired this to my Surface Pro just to test it, make sure everything works. But it folds. It's a tri-fold. So it folds open there and folds open there and becomes a full keyboard and then has a trackpad. The only thing I did not like about this trackpad is you don't push it in. There's no buttons. So you tap for, single click or double, 2-finger tap for right click. So it's a tapping trackpad and not one that you physically push in to acknowledge a click. But I mean, it'd just be something that I have to get used to. The other thing that I found a problem with on this is the keyboard is split, and I think typically where I hit the space bar is literally right here in the fold. But again, something that I would get used to. But the nice thing is as you can see, it kind of fits, right there, and it's small enough to take with me as it folds up, and it's very, very tiny. I mean, you could see that on the tablet like that. So you could see it's about the same height as the tablet, and it's only a few inches, probably about 3 inches long. So anyway, off we go. Now on the back of this, we have a power button here. We're going to push that over to turn on power. Blue light comes on, indicating that we do have power on the unit. And so we're going to put it into pairing mode, which if I remember correctly, we hold down the device. And then our S6 should pick it up. So we'll give it just a second here. Let's just say scan. And that's probably going to be it right there, being that it's a picture of a keyboard. It says it's getting the device name. We'll just give it a second here for it to finish that. And there it is, Bluetooth 3.0 keyboard. So we'll click on it. We're pairing. It says enter 1, 4, 9, 3, 7, 3, and tap return. I've done that, and there it is. So now it's connected. You could see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the mouse is moving on the screen for the trackpad. And now we have a keyboard also connected to it. And we'll have to play with that just to see what we can do. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to set this up and launch Samsung Dex. So to do that, it's real simple. We come in here. I couldn't find this in the last video. You guys probably laughed at me for that. It was kind of funny. But there it is. There's the icon for Dex. I'm just going to go ahead and click on Dex and get that loaded. Okay, so now it's loaded. We still have our mouse here. And as I said before, it's a tap for a click. And then we can open up something. Let's just open up some, I don't know. Let's see. We'll just open up our browser here. We'll just open up Chrome. Welcome to Chrome. I'm agreeing and continuing. Okay, so now I got Chrome loaded here, and then we're just going to go to, google.com. And as you can see, the keyboard works. So everything so far is working beautifully. The other nice thing is you can still use the touchscreen, obviously, to do some of the things that you need to do. For instance, we'll go, one place that we'll go to will be Files, or My Files. You'll see that in there, as I maximize this, we do have an SD card here, and it looks like we've got about 238 gigs left on that SD card. I'm going to lower this camera and try to get into a closer shot here so you guys can see it. Okay, so the next thing that I want to open up is my USB-C travel hub here. And it's really just a very small little device, as you can see. I mean, it's even compared to the keyboard, like at the end here, you could see it's about the size of this one section of this keyboard. It's not very big. And as you can see here, we got HDMI and Ethernet right here. On the back, we've got, I don't know. We got USB A, USB C, and VGA. And I'm really not sure what this port is for. I'm going to look that up real quick because it's just an opening, it looks like. Now, this was an open box item that was at Best Buy that I picked up today. I got it because I saw that it was a small device and I could use this with my Surface Pro. But, okay. Cord storage. Okay. So that's all that's for. It says cord storage. So that I can sit it in there like that. So I don't know if you saw that. I was wondering, because it's just a hole there, right? And I was like, well, what's this hole for? What is inside here? But it says it's for a cord storage. So I'm assuming that's how you put it in there. Right? The only other way would be to actually shove the cord down there, but I don't want to bend it so badly that it, anyway. So let's plug this in. I don't know if this is going to work, so we're going to find out together. We're going to plug this in, and something came up real quick and went away. Not sure what, but let's see. I don't know if anything changed or not. Let's unplug it. Let's minimize. Let's try it again. Plug it in. And there's no lights on the hub or anything, so not sure if there is something that's working on this or not. Okay, I'm going to go get a USB-C for the Surface Pro to USB-A cord, which I actually happen to have right here. I also purchased this at another local shop here. I believe this was at 5 and Below, just a really cheap USB-C to USB-A cable. So let's pop this open. Okay, now we've got our USB-A to USB-C cable out. So now I'm going to grab my Surface Pro 8. Slide this over. And I'm going to open this up and power it up. And then I will sign into it. And then we'll get started on this end. And this is currently the latest Surface Pro 8 with the touchpad and the keyboard. And I also have the slim pen as well. for this. And I still need to do an unboxing video for my Surface Duo 2. I've got a Surface pin cover so that I can attach this to the back of the case and let it charge and be magnetically, so be charging and connected. So let me make sure you subscribe to the channel for that video. That should be coming real soon. Okay, so now I've got my Surface Pro 8 up and running. Now on the Surface Pro 8, it only has USB-C connections on it. So I'm going to plug in the USB-C to the USB-A on that travel hub just to see if we get anything from it at all. I haven't heard anything come up on it yet. I don't see any discs. We'll open up disk management here to see if we see anything at all come across, and I haven't. So that might be a bust on that end. So that might not work as intended, as much as I would like it to. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And I'll try to play with this a little bit and see what I could do. I can grab probably a USB-C. So I tell you what, let's do it like this. I have a USB hub. Okay, so what I have here is my little Bag Smart bag here, that inside of it I have a bunch of cables, and one of the things that I do like to carry around is my USB-C travel hub for my Surface Pro. It's kind of similar to this Microsoft one, and now that I'm thinking about it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this to the side for just a moment, and we're going to actually change this around. What I'm going to do is I am going to plug this USB-C hub, which the Surface Pro 8 does find the USB hub. And I'm guessing everything is just set up on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from USB-A to USB-C on the tablet. Well, and it looks like, okay, there we go. So Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, choose what happens with this device. Let's click on it. And let's just say open device to view files. And on the tablet, it says the connected device will be able to access data on this tablet. So we're going to say allow. All right. And now let's take a look here. There's my S6 Lite. There's my USB card, or micro SD card rather. So let's just go to downloads here, and let's just to try it, I've got a downloaded copy of the PostgreSQL installer. I want to copy this, and I want to come back here and paste it. Let's just create a new folder, and we'll call this YouTube demo, and double click, right click, and then we're going to paste and copy that file and see how that works. Now I did buy a very high-end, it's I believe an A2 with respects to the SD card, so 170 up to 170 megabit read and 90 megabit write, I believe. Now that went pretty quickly. If we look at the properties on that, I mean, it is a 204 megabyte file. You saw how fast it copied. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect the hub, and I'm going to come back to the tablet, and let's go look at the files here. So as I move the mouse to my files. No scrolling. Oh no, it does scroll a little bit. I just got to get it just right. So there's the YouTube demo folder right there. And there's our PostgreSQL executable. So now it looks like I can just simply take, without needing the hub per se, I can just take my USB-C to USB-A and plug into a USB-A port on another computer. So that worked out very well. And I still have my travel hub. It is a Microsoft Travel Hub. I'll keep that with my Surface Pro, so that's actually handy. And I don't have to carry around this big old bag and use the hyperdrive, which essentially is the same thing with the exception of it reads SD cards and micro SD. Also has an audio port on this one and 3 USB 3 ports. So if I need something a little heftier, I'll use that. But I keep that in my bag, take that with me, and I've used that a few times. Also have another USB-C to USB-A cord here, along with some other devices, Ethernet adapter, things like that. So I try to be prepared because you never know what you're going to come up against if I have to go on site somewhere. So I try to be as prepared as possible with these items because you just never know what you might need when you get there. So I would say that's a pretty successful test, especially now if I need to copy something from one computer to another rather than carrying around a USB stick that I may lose or may drop or may get broken or can't find. I can carry around my tablet and actually move files back and forth that way. So now what I'd like to do or try, just out of curiosity, is can I copy that to my phone? So let's see. So I've got my Surface Duo here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to plug in the hub to the Surface Duo. And then I'm going to go from the tablet and let's see what we get. Do we get anything here? I don't see anything that's connected there. And then coming in here, if we go to Files, I don't see anything connected. Oh, wait, there's Samsung Android. Allow access to tablet data. We're going to say allow. And we're going to go Samsung Android, and there we go. So look at there. We've got the card. There's our YouTube demo folder, and there's our PostgreSQL installation file, 200 megabyte file that we copied over right there. So how about that? So I can actually use that to copy files back and forth from my Surface Duo to the tablet and vice versa. I can also use that same cord if I want to plug something in. And this has 256 gigs of onboard storage on its own. So I don't always have to come right to the card. This one already has quite a bit of space. In fact, if we go into settings and we look at the storage, you can see I'm only using about 56 gigabytes of storage, which is about 22% used on here. You can see some photos and videos, other apps, and the system is using a little bit too, so not too bad. So together, I carry with me almost 512 gigs worth of storage. So 238 here and another, I would say 200 here. So there's almost 500 gigs right there. So that's pretty helpful. So not too bad. So that's my video for that. Now, when I want to pack up, I want to shut everything off here. Turn that off. And let's say I am done with the tablet. So we'll just close everything here. Close it. Close it. And I believe that even shuts off the screen when you close it. It does. I don't know if you can see that there. You open it, you shut it. You can see the screen goes off. I love those that do that. So what that means is I can actually set this up like I have to where the I can set this up so that the display stays on for 30 minutes, and then all I have to do is close the cover and that shuts it off. Love that. So now I bought today this from Best Buy, this Wellington accordion folio by PKG. What it has on here is it's got internal organization inside of the bag. Let's take this off here. Can we take this off? We'll take that off here in a minute. But what you can see here is it's got the height of it is 11 inches by 14 inches in width, and of course the depth is 2.5 inches. It's got internal organization, which I'll show you. Expandable zipper pocket on the back, which is what you're looking at right here. 3 internal compartments, brushed tri-coat lining, laptop. You can store a laptop compartment in there, which of course is going to be for my S6 Lite. A leather strap over the top. The shoulder strap is included in the bag. I did check to make sure that it was in there before I bought it. It's got some reinforced loops here on each end, one there, one on this side, and it's got a strap on the back so that you can put it onto luggage and strap it onto luggage and things like that. So very convenient bag. I looked at a bunch of bags at Best Buy and really didn't find any that I liked. But I did find this one, and I kind of liked it right away. I always like a bag that's got a few compartments so that I can keep things organized, and so I can carry the things that I need to carry with me, and again, just overall to stay organized. So taking that little plastic piece off, I will, I'm going to adjust the angle of the camera so you guys can see inside of it. Okay, so I've adjusted the angle of the camera. Now you can see some of the things. There's the strap on the back, as you can see. So if you needed to strap that onto your luggage, you could do that. On the back, you've got this this pouch here. It's pretty tight, but you can take things like this and simply stick it right inside there. You know, love that. Same thing with the keyboard. You sit that in the back and zip that up. Let me just organize that a bit better. All right, there we go. Almost, you can't feel it in there, so it's not bad. Let's open up the bag. Let's unzip it. And as you can see inside, take the little styrofoam piece out there. It's got the different compartments. Inside this first compartment, you've got a zipper and some extra little pouch here. So like I can stick my USB cable right inside here, so that I always have that with me. Another compartment here so I can maybe take notes or have a notebook of something inside of there. And it's possible that I may be able to use this for not only the Samsung tablet, but maybe the Surface Pro as well. As you see, the Surface Pro fits in there nice and neat. I can take the Samsung tablet, put it right here. We're going to Velcro the Surface Pro in there. So there, yeah, look at that. I like that. And then zip it up. There we go. And that will stretch a little bit, but that's got everything I need in one bag with respects to taking a Windows laptop with me and actually taking my Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite with me to do other things on it as well. So I kind of like that. Now, I more than likely will not take my Surface Pro with me. It does make this kind of heavy with the Surface Pro in there and the S6 Lite, but yeah, absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. So that is my bag that I can just pick up and go when I need to head to a client. So there you are, folks. That's my video for today. That is going to conclude everything. As you see, we set up the book cover for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. We did make use of the Microsoft USB-C Travel Hub and as well the Type C cable to Type A cable that we purchased from 5 and Below, and then of course the bag. So I think we have everything here, folks. Tell me what you think about this setup. Do you think it's worth me taking both the Surface Pro and the Galaxy Tab? Who out there is using Dex mode on the Galaxy Tab and actually using it full time? You know, what are some of the things you guys do with it? Leave that in the comment section below. I'd love to get to know you guys and get to know how you use your tech. If you like this video, make sure you click like. Please, if you decide that you might want to see more videos that I'm creating here, click subscribe and click the notification bell so that you're notified as I upload new videos. I appreciate you watching this to the end. If you have any ideas for any future videos that you'd like to see me do, or maybe you'd like to see me review an item that you're interested in buying, leave that in the comment section below, or send me a message right here on YouTube and let me know what you think and what your idea is, and we may run with it. So again, my name is Jason. I'm with Innovations Technology Group. I appreciate you watching to the end of the video, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.